Good morning, everybody. How you doing? You know, Paul exhorts us to think upon the good things, to stay positive. You know, way too often our present circumstances and disappointments can hinder our future successes and victories. You know, I'm thinking about the Gators right now. It apparently is not going to be our season this year. We won yesterday, but at the same time, we kind of lost. You don't just barely beat Vanderbilt, you know, and think you're going anywhere. That's also considered a loss. But I think back to the days when we had Ron Zook. No mark against Zook, but while he was there, we just weren't no good. However, the years after that, when we got players like Tim Tebow and Percy Harvey, we went and won 2 championships. We beat Ohio 41-14 and then went on to beat Oklahoma also. You know, we quickly forgot those disappointments of the Ron Zook era and the laughing stock and embarrassment that we was. I was thinking recently probably about 4, 5, 6 years ago, I was preaching just enough to stay scared to death. Had a problem with stage fright and was just dealing with it. When a pastor out of Kentucky called me and said he would like me to come up there and run him a revival. Well, tickled me to death. I didn't get very many revivals then. Well, because of attendance and the lack of finances, he had canceled out on me twice. And you know, I reassured him it had always been my policy. I have a job. I don't have a pulpit. I don't need your finances. I just need an opportunity to preach. So after canceling out on me the second time, he finally let me come up and preach. And we had an awesome revival. Ran probably 30, 35, 40 every night. And as far as finances, we brought in much more than it costed. You know, that's just the way God works. However, when he canceled out on me, it was one of those times that if I was ever going to walk away from ministry, it was that 1-2 punch. And I thank God today that I didn't. I'm preaching an average of 4 times a month now. But, you know, I really had to dig back in my archives and try to remember when the last major upset I had in ministry was. Because today's successes in how God has blessed has erased a lot of that. So I want to encourage you today to think upon the good things, regardless what your present condition is and your present disappointments. Realize that if you'll focus, if you'll keep praying, you'll keep pressing, you'll keep trying, victory is just down the road, and today's disappointments will be a faded memory. So keep on keeping on. This Brother Donnie saying I love you. If we're not friends on Facebook, add me. Get yourself in church this morning and encourage your pastor. God bless you. Goodbye.